Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Eduardo is kind of a recurring character on the Walking Dead TV show. He's been a part of the show since season 6, episode 11, when Jesus first took some of Rick's group to the hilltop, and Eduardo and Cal, they were guarding the hilltop with spears. They're at the very top, sort of like in a sniper position, but they have spears instead. I think they were out of ammo, but Eduardo's one of those characters, kind of like Tobin. He's a recurring character. He doesn't talk very much. He's in the background a lot. He's been in about 20 episodes, I think, at this point. He's best friends with Cal, and I believe Cal has gotten a bigger part. In fact, I know that Cal has gotten a bigger part because he's had more dialogue. He's had more scenes. He had that really big scene with Maggie in season 9. I don't even think we've seen Eduardo in season 9 yet. I don't know what the hell is going on with this character. We might see him this Sunday's episode at the hilltop, because we know that Maggie's gone. Michonne is taking Magna's group to the hilltop, so that might be when we see Eduardo again. But I don't believe we've seen him at all this season so far. We've seen Cal. But Eduardo and Cal, their characters are very, very similar to their characters in the comics. They're like best friends. They guard the hilltop. They both kind of have small roles. But in the comics, Cal died during All Out War, and Eduardo is still alive in the comics. Eduardo's actually lived a pretty long time, but he's almost at like a Father Gabriel level of just non-existence, because Father Gabriel like barely existed in the comics, but he lasted like 120 issues. So that's kind of what Eduardo's doing, but Cal died in All Out War. So the interesting thing is that All That War was in season 8, and Cal survived it. So Cal has lived longer than he did in the comics, and I'm wondering, maybe, one of them's going to die. One of them's going to die sooner or later. I think one of them is going to outlive the other. They're not just going to die at the same time. I think one of them will die, and it will upset and harden the other and develop the other. And the survivor will get a little more screen time and character development and live a couple of more seasons. And a lot of people think that that's going to be Eduardo and is going to be the one that survives and lives longer, and Cal is going to be the one to die. But what if Cal survives longer than we expect him to, and Eduardo dies in season 9 or season 10, and Cal is the one that's upset and traumatized, and he gets more character development and lives a few more seasons. Maybe he even gets closer to some of the main characters. That would be interesting. I mean, I think a lot of fans don't expect that, because Cal's long dead in the comics, so maybe they're going to switch it around, because the show and the comics do have a history of doing that. They switch things around with characters, with deaths and who lives, who dies. So maybe instead of killing Cal, they'll kill Eduardo in season 9 or season 10, and Cal will be hardened by that, and he'll be a part of the Whisperer War. I feel like the heads on spikes, for one thing, I believe the heads on spikes will be in the season 9 finale. That'll be this big cliffhanger where we just find out of nowhere that there's 12 heads on spikes, and it's just 12 characters are dead. Just boom, just like that big bang of an ending for the season. That might be a good opportunity to kill one of them off. I mean, I'd like both of them to live through season 9, but I just don't know how realistic it is. I mean, they've already lived through 3 seasons, so maybe this season is the one where one of them dies. And if there's going to be 12 characters' heads on spikes, like the comics, there's going to be some main characters, there's going to be some minor characters, but we pretty much have to know the names and identities of all 12. So I feel like either Cal or Eduardo are a very likely target, and I like Cal more than Eduardo. I want to see Cal live longer. I want to see Cal make it to like season 12 or 13, and maybe Eduardo dies this season. Maybe Eduardo is one of the heads on spikes. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, that's just a personal thing. I prefer Cal over Eduardo, and I would like to see Cal live longer. and just be upset over Eduardo's death and develop and be a part of the Whisperer War, because I think one of them should be a part of the Whisperer War, and that's going to be in Season 10. So I'm hoping that they actually kill Eduardo first, and Cal is the one that lives longer, but who knows? Who knows? I don't know if that's realistic or not, but I think that'd be pretty cool because I prefer Cal, so I'd like to see Cal live longer. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 300 subscribers in the next few months, so hopefully you guys will consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. It would greatly help the channel, and I would really appreciate it. So yeah, and to all of you that have subscribed, thank you very much. And with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.